Have you ever wanted to update your home on a budget, but you don't know where to start and you don't know how to do that? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a few ways that we have updated our home over the years on a budget that makes it look so much better. Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. My name is Bethany and here on my channel I like to share all things homemaking. Today, like you probably heard, I am going to be sharing with you ways that we have updated our home or homes over the years on a budget. I love doing home makeovers and I love the transformation of it, and I think that it's so fun, but sometimes it's not always super affordable to go and redo a whole space in your home. And so I want to share with you today some tips and ways that we have updated our home over the years that made a big impact and really changed the look of the house for a minimal amount of money. And so we're going to start back at our old house. If you've been here for a while, you know that we had moved about a year ago to the house that we live in now. But this is our house previously. So if you're an OG from back then, you recognize this house and it's probably a little bit nostalgic for you. I know it is for me watching this back. But if you're new here, you've probably only seen my new house. But this house that we are in was our first house together, and we had lived here for 9 years. And when we bought it, it was brand new and it had these like tan walls in the living room. They were a weird color. It was like tan, yellowish tan. I don't know. I liked it at first. I do not like it anymore. And the kitchen had this really like dark wall pattern with dark wall cabinets, and I just did not love that. So we're gonna go in with a fresh coat of white paint and paint the living room walls, get those just freshened up and nice and bright. We're also going to paint the kitchen as well, but I'm going to be adding some backsplash. And if I recall, this whole project, between, I believe it was 4 gallons of paint that we needed plus a backsplash, it was only like $180. And so that was pretty affordable to be able to make over 2 spaces in our home. And it honestly just changed the whole look. You will see throughout this how much of a difference it made, and it's something that you can do that doesn't cost a ton of money. And I feel like the power of paint is underestimated sometimes. Paint can make a huge difference in a big space or a little space. So I definitely encourage you, if you're wanting to change up your home at all, start with the painting process. Paint a room a different color, something that is more your style, and just see where it goes from there. So this backsplash that I am putting in is a peel and stick backsplash. And let me tell you, when I did this project, I did not know how it was going to hold up behind like the stove oven area with the heat, but we never ever had a problem with this falling off, ever. Like when it stuck on really well, and we never had an issue with it. It was super easy to clean. These tiles were super easy to cut for around all of your electrical outlets and light switches and all of that stuff. It was so easy, and they pieced together so nicely. We bought 2 boxes from Amazon, and it did our coffee bar area and the rest of the kitchen. And I believe I do still have these linked in my Amazon storefront if you're interested in it. And they have multiple different styles and colors. You don't have to get the subway tile like I did, but I personally just loved the subway tile. And I even did this in our new home as well. And I loved it. I got a little bit different of a style, and the peel and stick tiles that we got for our new home were a little bit of a different texture, but they still hold up really well and they look so nice. And that is something that you can do on a budget. I believe the boxes were right around $40 a piece, could have honestly been a little bit less, and that is so affordable to elevate your space. And when you guys see the after, if you haven't already seen these videos, it's such a huge transformation from what it looked like in the beginning, and I absolutely loved it. Like, this was one of my favorite projects that we ever did in our home. And like I said, I think between the paint and the backsplash, it costed us about $180, which really was pretty affordable for how big of a difference it made. Okay, I want to remind you of the before. Very dark and just, I don't know, I wasn't loving it. And now this is the after, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, this is still one of my favorite projects we've ever done. And I feel like it just elevated the space so much. It made it so much brighter and more airy. And I don't know, I loved it. It made me so happy to do this. And especially during the winter months, the way the kitchen used to be got so dark and gloomy, especially with the outdoors getting darker earlier. The winter months were just so hard. And I love, love, love this project, and it just made it look so much better. And I feel like honestly made the house look more high-end as well. And when we sold this house, it was actually one of the main selling points that the buyer saw that she loved about the house. Like, she loved the kitchen, loved all the cabinets, and loved the way we painted and did the backsplash. When we sold it to her, she even complimented on it, how much she loved it, and it just made me happy that I knew somebody was going to enjoy it. But this is still the old house, and we are going to update these shutters. We spent, I believe, right around $50 to $60, and we bought some spray paint, and we are going to spray paint the shutters and the front door. And it's crazy how much just that transformation changed the outside of the house. We settled on this blue color. I thought it was going to be so pretty, especially against the tan. And I was really skeptical about using spray paint, you guys. I did not know how it was going to turn out. I was fearful that it was going to be super streaky and just look like spray paint and look tacky, but it did not at all. It was very budget friendly, very affordable, and it looked so good. Like, you couldn't even tell the front door was spray painted. We had so many people ask us after we did this if we had gotten a new front door, and we're like, no, we spray painted it. And when we told them that we spray painted it, literally, like, their jaws dropped. They couldn't even believe that it was spray painted. They thought maybe like we rolled it on or painted it with a brush, but yeah, it made it look so much better. So even if you want to update the outside of your house, go grab a couple cans of spray paint and just do the back and forth technique, and you'll be amazed at how much it can transform your home. We went from dingy, faded shutters on the outside of this yucky burgundy color to a beautiful bright blue, and just so much better. It wasn't faded, and even when we moved out, those shutters had been up for over a year and the sun hitting them, and they still had not faded, and it was just so nice, and it made the house look so good on the outside.
could be fatal. Now I don't know what to do. Thought of coffees hanging over me like a thread. Sunny side up, the only thing that's filling my brain. Be with you in a sec. I just need a day off. Nothing in my plans. I just need a day off. I'll get back. I do my best, but better call somebody else. I simply got too much on my head. Nothing in my plans. I just need a day off.
Seriously, such a big difference, and I don't know, I loved pulling in the driveway after we painted these. It made the house look so nice, and I don't know, just fit our style more. The burgundy red shutters were nice when we got there, but after 8-9 years of being there, they started to fade in the sun, and anything is gonna fade in the sun, and it just was so nice to give it all a fresh coat of paint and really update it. And like I said, I think that was another thing that helped our home stand out from other homes in the area to sell, because we did these updates, but they were all budget friendly. And even this one, if you have a stainless steel sink and you're not loving it anymore and you want something different, you do not have to go out and buy a new sink. We were pricing out sinks to put in here before we decided we were going to move, and we just weren't loving the stainless steel anymore, but it was still a functional sink, and we didn't need to go spend $200+ on a new sink. So for about $60 we got a kit from DeWall, and we technically epoxied our sink, and it was waterproof and everything. It was so easy to do. We made sure to clean the sink really well, and then we sanded it down with some sandpaper that came with the kit, and then we took like a hair dryer, made sure all of the water was up, taped everything off, and then we mixed all of the stuff according to the package directions. I do have a full video on this. All of these updates are full videos on my channel if you want to go back and look at those. So I'm not going to share exactly how to mix it and all that stuff because there are full videos. I just wanted to combine these for you and just show you budget-friendly ways that you can update your home. But we mixed everything and started pouring it over the sink. This took about 24 to 48 hours to cure, so I did not use my kitchen sink for about 2 days, but we did this late at night, so it made it a little bit easier as far as like the time frame went, and it was honestly so easy and really changed the look of the kitchen, especially after we painted and we did the backsplash and then we did the sink white. It was amazing, and this product, let me tell you, it held up. It was so good. It didn't get any nicks or chips from dropping silverware or knives or plates or anything in the sink. Honestly, when we did this, people didn't know that we didn't get a new sink. When we told them we painted it and like epoxied it, they were astonished at what we actually really did. But you don't think of these kinds of things when you're updating your home. You think about like, oh, we have to get a new sink. You don't. There are products out there that work really well, and I know that they have bathtub remodeling kits as well. So if you're like looking to update your bathtub, if it's older or a color you don't like, there's options for that as well that hold up really well, and you could see the difference that just doing that sink made. I loved it so much. But we're going to fast forward to the new house. If this is the first video you're seeing in our new house, we had moved into this house. We were so graciously given it by my grandparents when they moved out, And one of the first things we wanted to do was to take care of this front deck. It had quite a few years of just, grime and gunk on it from rain and debris and season changes. And so we took the power washer and we're going to power wash this really nice. And if you do not have a power washer, they are pretty affordable and they make a huge impact. They can make your house go from looking dingy and dirty and grimy to darn near brand new. Like, these steps in the sidewalk looked so much better when we're done. And honestly, for us, it was a free transformation. The power washer was here when we moved in from my grandparents, so we did not have to buy that. But you can also rent a power washer for an affordable price. If you know a friend or family member that has one, you could probably borrow one. And like I said, it just makes a huge difference. So sometimes it's not all about painting or, changing a space. It's just about taking a power washer or a good old scrub brush and just giving it a good deep clean to restore it to its original beauty. And the difference that makes in itself is just outstanding, in my opinion.
We don't need to act strong. It's been too long. Love is lovely when it starts. Come with an open heart and give romance a chance and get to know me just for me. Don't bail out and leave. Scary, it can be rough and quite fearsome, but to win big you gotta risk some, and I'm not like the other ones, no. Oh, we don't need to work so hard. We don't need to act strong. It's been too long. Oh, love is lovely when it starts. Come with an open heart and give romance a chance and get to know me just for me. Don't bail out and leave. No, no, no. We can do as we please. Oh, don't listen to them as they preach. We don't need to work so hard. We don't need to act strong. It's been too long. Yes, love is lovely when it starts. Come with an open heart and give romance a chance and get to know me. We don't need to work so hard.
The sidewalk up to the front deck got about 10 shades lighter. It was crazy. It did not look like it was that dirty from just years of, dirt and walking on it, but wow, the difference of that was incredible. When we moved in here, my grandparents had this gold chandelier hanging in the dining room, and it's not really my style, so we decided to take it down and change it out for something that was our style and for the look that we were going for. And that's another thing you can do, is change out light fixtures. Light fixtures can range from $30 all the way up to a couple $100, but all of the light fixtures that we changed out in this video, I believe, were less than $100. So again, another budget-friendly, affordable way that you can change the look of a space in your home.
Hey mama, could you get up soon? I get so cold in the other room. Here I am, honey, half awake, star clearing true. Your honesty could pierce my heart right through. Plans are paper, I'm afraid. Get yourself moving and you'll be okay. Hey Pepper, give us a shake in the newborn grass. You're sure to find a snake. Don't let the serpent change your pace.
I love the warm glow that the chandelier gives off. It also kind of radiates through the rattan baskets and goes up onto the ceiling, and I just love that. And this light is like a dimmable light, so it's really nice because you could have them down low for a more just like soft, warm, cozy feel, or you can have them up to have it brighter. And I really just love that. But this is just so boho, and I love all things like vintage, boho, farmhouse. If you mix them all together, that is totally my style. And changing this out, I feel like just really elevated the dining room space. And then you're gonna see we're gonna update some other light fixtures, and these ones I believe we got in a 2-pack from Menards and were less than $50 for a 2-pack. So we got to update 2 different light fixtures in our home for under $50. Again, so affordable, but can make a big difference if you have some outdated light fixtures. And typically it is something that you can do yourself. It's not something that you need to call somebody in for and pay a service fee for somebody to come in and do it. Just make sure that you cut the breaker to the space that you're working in and make sure all the light switches are off, so that way you're careful about the electricity, and it's a pretty easy swap out. Faucets are also a very affordable way to elevate your space. I did not like this small faucet that was on here. There was no sprayer, and it was just really close to the sink and really just hard to manage. And I wanted one with a pull down. And mind you, we've been in this house for over a year, and this faucet is still holding up really strong. I got it from Amazon. I believe it was right around $50. I even got the bathroom faucets from there in a 2-pack for about the same price, and they are all holding up really, really well, and they have been installed for over a year and get daily use. So don't underestimate the power of changing out faucets, and those are relatively easy to do yourself. They might be a little bit time consuming, but they are easy. And even something as simple as a change of a shower curtain or curtains in your home, or adding curtains, even changing out shades. If you've had the same shades for a couple years, get yourself some new shades and just see how much it can elevate your space just by updating it to something new. We had updated the curtain rod and the shower curtain and just changed the look of the bathroom. We personally like the curtain rods that kind of like curve outward a little bit. I feel like they give you a little bit more room in the shower and bathtub, and I don't know, it just looks really nice. And I love the way that the kids' bathroom turned out, just with a new rug and a new shower curtain and a little bit of fresh paint, and it changed the whole area in here and just made it look so much nicer. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed getting some budget-friendly ideas and ways that you could update your home if you're looking to do so. As always, sweet friends, if you are in need of any kind of prayer, let me know down in the comments. I'd be so honored to pray for you. Until I catch you in the next one, I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye, y'all.